I like to tell a good story, and it's a very good story. When I arrived to the cave, the kids were yet to be found. We were going up there not knowing 100% what kind of mission are we going into. Are we going in to save some kids, or are we going in to recover some bodies? And I think myself and many of the other rescuers, we were probably expecting to find at least some of them not alive. It was terrifying to think about that maybe you're going to be diving around and then the next thing you're going to bump into is a dead kid. And I am eternally happy that that was not the situation. I was part of getting the 4 first kids out, and it kind of worked pretty good. I was sitting in the 6th chamber, which is roughly halfway into where the kids were found. Our mission, myself and my dive buddy, was to support the divers and the kids as they were coming out. So we could actually see the diver, or see the light of the diver, way before we can see the diver. And I remember that very vividly. I'm sitting on one of the banks together with my dive buddy, and I can see this glow in the water. I'm jumping into the water. The water is about chest high at this point, and I'm running towards the light. He's dragging something through the water. I know what that is. That is one of the kids. But at this point, I didn't know in what condition the kid was. So I still remember coming around, and he's coming up, and I can see the bubbles are escaping from the kid's mask and equipment, which indicates to me that the kid is breathing. And that was all we needed to know. He's alive. Maybe he's injured. Maybe something else is wrong with him. But he's alive. I was the last person to leave the cave that night. At this point, all the kids have already been evacuated to the hospital and was under treatment. I still remember coming into the 3rd chamber, which is where the diving ends. I remember one of the American divers just said to me, "Ivan, they're all fine. They're all alive." And while I thought they were, because I saw all the 4 divers a few hours earlier, I didn't know. And it was fantastic to get the good news that, yeah, they're fine. I don't feel like a hero. And I don't think any of us do, because we were just doing what we do, not every day, but we were doing something that we all love to do.
If you got a phone call tomorrow saying there were 13 more kids trapped in another cave, would you go again?
Sure, 100%. Yes, I would go again. I think the biggest takeaway that I had from this experience is that I learned that absolutely nothing is impossible. If you work together, if you have a mission, and don't forget also a good planning, then you can do everything.
Let's now cross over to DW's Florian Nusch, who's at the site where this rescue operation was carried out a year ago, and he also covered the story for us. Florian, are the rescues there today to celebrate as well?
Well, Ivan, that we have just seen in the report, is not here. Not many of the international rescuers are here. This event today is for the local people, for the thousands of local people that actually helped 1 year ago, also to make this unlikely mission into a success. The ones that are usually not seen in the media. For example, the women that cooked tirelessly food for the rescue divers, for the media people, for everyone, who washed the clothes of the divers, the people who ran the electricity generators here, the people that brought in the PVC pipes to actually drain water from the cave. So today is called Humanity Day. It's an event that is supposed to take place every year from now to thank those that are usually not in the prime focus of the media.
So many people contributed to this rescue operation, and we can see the celebrations are going on with song and dance. What about the boys who were rescued? How are they?
Well, 9 of the 12 boys are actually here today. I've seen them. They seem very fine. They have become almost, well, I would say semi-celebrities. They have toured the world. They have been to a youth soccer tournament at the Youth Olympics in Buenos Aires. They have appeared on a major US talk show. I hear that 5 of them have actually moved to a boarding school in a different city about 200 kilometers from here. So maybe the hype in this very tiny village has become too much for them, but that is only speculation because we can't really speak to them ourselves. They have signed a deal with Netflix, with the streaming giant Netflix. They're supposed to bring this unlikely rescue mission to life on the screen again. We don't know in which form, but since then they're basically mum. They can't speak to the media, so we don't know. But from what it seems, they look fine here.
Florian Nush in northern Thailand. Thank you very much for that.